What's the most epic way you've ever beaten the system? We had this vice principal, Mrs. Jones, who loved catching kids breaking dress code. She'd make you call your parents to bring new clothes or sit in the office all day. I always wore the same black hoodie to school. It was clean, no logos, nothing inappropriate. But Mrs. Jones decided hoodies were gang attire and banned them completely. Every morning she'd patrol the halls hunting for violations. The first time she caught me, I just took the detention. Second time, I called my mom to bring a different shirt. By the third time, something had changed in me. I started showing up earlier each day, watching Mrs. Jones's patrol route. I'd slip around corners, duck into bathrooms, anything to avoid her. Other kids noticed and started helping me hide, but Mrs. Jones was relentless. She stationed herself by the main entrance every morning at 7 sharp. I tried entering through the gym, but she caught me there too. The side entrance by the cafeteria became her new hunting ground. It became this weird game of cat and mouse. I started texting my friends about Mrs. Jones's location. She's by the library stairs. Jones alert, main hallway. Soon half the school was tracking her movements. Kids started wearing hoodies just to mess with her. Every day, more students ended up in the office. Parents began complaining about the constant phone calls. Mrs. Jones doubled down. She printed new signs about the hoodie policy and posted them everywhere. She even started checking security cameras to catch hoodie violations. I kept slipping through somehow. Then came the day she set a trap. Mrs. Jones hid in the janitor's closet near my locker. When I opened my locker that morning, she jumped out. "Got you!" I was wearing a plain gray t-shirt. "I'm not wearing a hoodie," I said, confused. Mrs. Jones pointed to my backpack. There was a hoodie hanging from the zipper. Possession of banned clothing is still a violation. She'd literally made up a new rule on the spot. I just stared at her. That's when I pulled out my phone. Mrs. Jones thought I was calling my parents like always, but instead of dialing, I opened the school district website. Right there on the homepage was a photo from last week's basketball game. The superintendent was wearing a school hoodie, arm around the winning team. I held up my phone so she could see the screen. Should I call the superintendent's parents too? Mrs. Jones's face went red. That's different. He's an adult. Actually, I said, my voice getting louder, according to the student handbook, clothing rules apply to all individuals on school property during school hours. More students stopped to listen. I raised my voice just enough for the growing crowd to hear. Page 47, section 12. I memorized it after you sent me home 6 times. Mrs. Jones reached for my phone to see the rule herself. Her eyes scanned the text twice. Her shoulders dropped as she realized what she was reading. The dress code specifically says all individuals, I continued. That includes teachers, staff, administrators, and visitors. By now, at least 20 kids were watching. Someone in the back shouted, "What about Coach Miller's tank tops?" Another voice, "Ms. Gonzalez wears ripped jeans every Friday." The crowd was getting bigger and more excited. Mrs. Jones tried to regain control. "This is about student safety and—" "No," I interrupted firmly. "This is about you making up rules that don't apply to everyone equally." I turned to address the crowd directly. "She's been sending kids home for wearing exactly what adults wear here every day." Kids started pulling up photos on their phones of teachers and staff wearing hoodies, ripped clothes, and casual wear. Mrs. Jones realized she was surrounded by evidence of her own hypocrisy. "So either everyone follows the rule or no one does," I said calmly. The hallway erupted in cheers and applause. Mrs. Jones looked around at all the phones and excited faces. She knew she was trapped. Without another word, she turned and walked back to her office. The hoodie ban was quietly lifted that afternoon.